The Clay Center Lady Tigers host a colossal battle in high school girls basketball. The number 4 ranked team in 4A, Abilene, comes to the Den against the second-ranked Clay Center Lady Tigers, both undefeated at 7-0. Lady Tiger pregame is here. It's being brought to you tonight by Midwest Products, Edward Jones Investments, Carrie Spillman, Financial Advisor, GN Bank, Five Creek Automotive, and Wohlers Bandbox Cleaners. Stay tuned. Our pregame talk with Coach Jeff Edwards is next.
All of us at GN Bank join the fans, parents, and coaches in supporting the Clay Center Tiger student athletes. Their energy on the basketball court reflects their team spirit and good work ethic. GN Bank is also proud of the work these same students do in the classroom as they aspire to learn the academic skills they need for success in the future. We encourage everyone to get out and watch the Clay Center Tiger basketball teams. I'm Julie Hamill. Best wishes for an outstanding season from GN Bank.
Need dry cleaning service? Your leather coats cleaned or alterations? Wohlers Bandbox Cleaners in Clay Center offers pickup and delivery to the following locations every Thursday: Seifert's Jewelry in Clyde, T's Grocery in Clifton, Palmer Lumber, Jack's Food Mart in Lynn, Bobby's Beauty Shop in Washington, the Barnes Cafe, My Sister's Closet in Waterville, the Corner Store in Blue Rapids, Sharp Shortstop in Randolph, Mary's Beauty Shop in Riley, and the store in Leonardville. Drop off items that need cleaned or altered at these locations.
Back on Lady Tiger pregame, joined now by the head coach of the Clay Center Lady Tigers, Jeff Edwards, coming off of their 7th straight win to start this year, and a huge matchup tonight. Before we look at the Cowgirls and Abilene coming in, let's go back to the road trip to Chapman for you guys. Once again, balance. I bring it up every game, and I hope I can continue to bring it up throughout the entire season. When you guys have 4 players basically in double digits, it is really, really tough to defend you guys.
It is, and when our score, is in the 40s, and we had almost 4 people in double digits, that it's, being distributed, and the kids are playing unselfishly. Addie got a lot of her points early off of steals and stuff, and I love that, and then she started getting everybody else into the offense and working it around. I felt like Erin played a really solid game there. Lexi knocked down a couple of threes for us, and Claire was drawing a lot of attention, which was opening up the outside, and I felt like she was they were very physical with Claire, and she handled it pretty well, getting to the line 12 times, or 11 times, I guess it was, and finishing around there. So that balance was definitely what we needed.
Defensively, you see 4 steals each from Clara and Addie, and then you throw in Haley Franson on the boards, something that sometimes goes unnoticed. She and Clara both with 6 rebounds, game high in the contest.
Yeah, exactly. And those, I tell the kids it's not, and we're a totally unselfish team, so it's not about what gets you put in the paper so much, but coaches have to recognize, and people have to recognize that understand the game, that those little things are really what makes a team go from a good team to a great team. So having players that are willing to step into that role and do the little things, and maybe know that their job may not be to put the ball in the hole so often, but hit it when it's there. That's exactly what Haley has done. She hasn't shot as much this year, but she's been much more effective when she does, and then she's always willing to do the work on the defensive end, and 5'6", 5'7", and going after and getting 6 boards in a game means that you're pushing pretty hard.
Tonight, the Abilene Cowgirls come in. A lot of people across the state, realistically, are going to pay attention to the score on this thing. 2 7-0 teams. Abilene's, I think, ranked 3rd or 4th in 4A. You guys ranked 2 right now in 3A. You guys know each other very well. It should be a tremendous high school girls basketball game.
It definitely will be. We benefited this week by not having a Tuesday game, which gave me a little bit of extra time to prepare. I feel like we have one of the best scouts on a team that the coaching staff has ever put together. The girls will know every play, every tendency, and obviously we know their big 2 as Sydney Burton and Hannah Willie. Those 2 score a combined 35 of the team's 51 or 52 points. So we've got a couple of big stars right on their names on the scouting report, and we'll be chasing them all over the court. But very little tonight that I think that they're going to show us. We'll be unprepared because we have quite the report going for us.
And it's a team that loves to defend like you guys. Taking care of the basketball will be important, I think, for both sides. One thing that kind of stands out to me that could become a factor, you guys have had depth, and your bench players play a lot of minutes, but also important minutes through the season. And we talked about that earlier. It could be valuable when you've had some players in foul trouble and others have had to step up, and they have done that.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, we got a little deeper as Reagan Henry has come out of her injury and is starting to get a little bit of time going into practice and going into this game tonight, which will give us we're almost up to 9 or 10 players that can go in, and I feel pretty comfortable that anybody that goes in is going to help us out. So I'm excited about that. On the other side, Abilene, they basically play 6, and they have a 7th that's come in, but she hasn't scored once in all of her 6 games so far this year. So a big key for us is getting them, putting pressure on them, getting them in foul trouble because they can't go as deep as we can.
It's a big-time battle in the Den tonight. Coach, as always, appreciate the time, and let's go get them tonight.
All right. Thank you, Rocky.
Back with more on Lady Tiger pregame in just a moment.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
Life happens fast, and the truth is there's nothing as valuable as peace of mind. I'm Jim Gearham with Midwest Regional Agency, and our goal is to protect you from the unexpected through top-quality insurance coverage that works for your needs, as well as your budget. Protect your business, home, vehicles, crops, and livestock with our variety of coverage options. We can't predict when the unexpected will happen, but we can help you prepare for when it does. Stop by and see me at Midwest Regional Agency in Clay Center.
Welcome to this Subway ad for our all-new Ultimate Cheesy Garlic Bread. How would you like it?
I'll take the Ultimate Bromance.
Extra broy?
Yeah, definitely. Bro, this Ultimate Spicy Italian made with Ultimate Cheesy Garlic Bread?
I know, bro.
So much melted mozzarella.
And this garlic butter spread, I can't take it, bro.
You know what this calls for.
Bro hug?
It's like we share the same brain, bro.
Bring it in.
Subway, make it what you want. Limited time only at participating restaurants.
The radiology department at Clay County Medical Center offers state-of-the-art imaging services. Whether you need an MRI, CT, ultrasound, mammography, or an X-ray, our digital imaging capabilities will exceed your expectations. Our CT is equipped with low-dose software, which reduces radiation by 30 to 50%. Our highly trained staff focuses on providing the most positive patient experience possible. Call 632-2144 to schedule your next appointment. Clay County Medical Center. Our family caring for yours.
You're listening to Clay Center Tiger Basketball on KCLY. Tiger Basketball is brought to you in part by Green Team Cars Clay Center, Oldie Seed Farms, Midwest Regional Agency Jim Gearhan Agent, Ray's Apple Market, Twin Valley, Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack, Union State Bank, CSI Kansas Clay Center, and Nutrient Ag Solutions.
And welcome to a Friday night of a colossal battle, as I said during pregame, and I'll stick with that throughout the evening. This is going to be a fun one tonight between the Clay Center Lady Tigers and the Abilene Cowgirls on a Friday, and an NCKL showdown between two undefeated 7-0 state-ranked teams in the North Central Kansas League. Hi again, everyone. Rocky Downing along with our studio engineer, Bernie Fansella. We have a blast from the past joining us here. Joe Pop Woodyard back on the mic.
I think the proper hashtag is Throwback Thursday, but if Throwback Friday can be a thing, I think it should start here.
Flashback Friday. We'll go with that. How about that?
You know, somebody should market that one too.
The Twin Valley League tournament is still scheduled to go tomorrow, and Joe is back for the coverage of that along with Phil Casper in Frankfurt, so that's the reason he's made his way back in, and of course has been a part of Clay Center sports for some time. This is going to be a really fun matchup, Joe, between Abilene and Clay Center. Both teams, as mentioned, undefeated. Both are state ranked. Abilene in 4A, Clay Center in 3A. With the changes in the classifications, much different than when you left here.
Yeah. I found out about 45 minutes ago from Phil Casper that Clay Center was a 3A school now, so it's a little bit different. Getting a chance to actually have feet back on the ground and being back where this all started a long time ago. But, I mean, you drop down a classification, the basketball level goes up a little bit, it seems like, around here.
Agreed. Yeah, the Lady Tigers, Abilene Cowgirls getting set to go as the starting lineup's about to be announced. Let's give them to you right now. First for Abilene, 5'8" junior Beth Holmes averages 4.6 points a game, 3 assists per contest. She'll handle the basketball a lot outside. 5'2" junior Jade Vopat, 2.4 a game. Abby Lillard, 6.1 a game, 5 boards a contest. She is a 5'7" sophomore. And then the two leading scorers, Sydney Burton averages 16.7 a game, 6 boards, 1.5 assists. She's a 5'9" senior. And Hannah Willie, 5'9" and a senior, 17.4 a game, 6 boards, and 1.5 assists as well. For the Clay Center Lady Tigers, it all starts like this with Haley Franson down in the post in that swing position, 2.7 points, 3.4 boards a game. She had 6 rebounds on Friday against Chapman. She's a 5'6" senior. Lexi Lively, 7 of 31 from beyond the three-point line this year. She's averaging at 4.3 points a game and 83% from the free throw stripe, a 5'4" junior. Addie Mullen kind of does a little bit of everything. The point guard at 5'5", the senior, averaging 10.4 points, 3 boards, over 4 assists, nearly 2.5 steals a game, again for the 5'5" senior. Clara Edwards, a little bit of everything from a different perspective. And the post, a 6-foot sophomore, she averages almost 16 a game, 8 rebounds, 2.7 assists, and 2.3 steals for the 6-foot sophomore. And Erin Hamill, 5'6" and a senior, 12 points a game, 10 of 21 on the year from beyond the three-point line. She averages 4.4 boards a game as well. For Abilene, it's Holmes, Vopat, Burton, Willie, and Lillard. The Lady Tigers, Franson, Libby, Mullen, Edwards, and Hamill. About set for tip-off. We're back with that tip after this.
Your farm truck or semi is an important part of your farm operation. At TSI Kansas, we know the importance of fixing it right and at a fair price. If your truck needs repaired or serviced, you can trust the skilled mechanics at TSI to get it done right. You can rely on TSI for fast, friendly service every time. Call today at 785-632-5183.
Lady Tigers set to work here on a Friday night in the Den as we head into the TVL weekend. Of course, next week the Hillsborough tournament for Clay Center boys and girls. Lady Tigers, Abilene Cowgirls, both undefeated, 7-0. About 7 the tip-off, Clara Edwards squares up against Hannah Willie. And we are underway in the Den. The tip controlled by Edwards to Addie Mullen. And Clay Center will look at the offensive end for the first time in a zone 1-3-1 set up by the Cowgirls. Franson out top, around left to Mullen. Addie puts the dribble down, back to Haley. Franson deep right to Libby, looking inside towards Hamill. Not there to Mullen. Skip pass. Just underway here in the opening quarter. Clay Center's first possession of the ball game after the opening tip was controlled by Clay Center. Now a pass to the post taken away by Abilene, Abby Lillard. The Lady Tigers turn it over on the first half-court offensive possession. Man-to-man by Clay Center. No surprise there. Abilene with the basketball left side. Beth Holmes will drive. Kick to the corner. Ball fake. Burton. Kick out to Willie. She'll take it toward the paint. Kick out in the left corner. Lillard for 2 is up and no good. Airballed. Rebound comes off to the point guard, Addie Mullen. The Tasmanian Devil on her way down the court and fouled from behind by Beth Holmes. It will be Clay Center's basketball in the front court.
And that is turning defense into offense. Abilene had somebody open. The Clay Center did an outstanding job rotating defensively, making sure Abilene didn't get an open look at the target.
It'll be Clay Center's basketball on the sideline. Lexi Lively to inbound to Addie Mullen just in the front court. Addie looks left and sends it right instead to Franson. Now to the post, looking for Edwards. Had it for a moment, then it was tied up, stripped away, tied up again, and finally the jump ball is called, and Abilene will get the basketball. So a set play from that out of bounds, trying to set up Clara Edwards, the sophomore, inside, and Abilene was able to just tie it up after it was bobbled for a moment when it came into Clara's hand. Full court pressure now by Clay Center. In the backcourt is Sydney Burton, the 5'9" senior, almost 17 a game. She and Willie average about 35 points a contest between the two. Baseline left is Willie. Tried to attack, cut off by Mullen. Outside Burton. Steps to the free throw stripe. Now a dribble attack by Willie. Off balance, Leaner on its way. No, rebound off to Franson. Haley had 6 boards Friday night last week against Chapman on the road. The Lady Tigers had Tuesday night off, a chance to scout this Abilene Cowgirls team on Tuesday night. 6.5 to work, first quarter. Scoreless between these two undefeated squads. Mullen has it out deep and left in the corner to Hamill. Now it's Edwards inside. Power step in low. Blocking foul against the Cowgirls. And Willie will be called for that blocking foul, her first. One thing to look for tonight between these two teams, Joe, is Clay Center has more depth, and that may be a factor by the third, fourth quarter of this contest.
And when you run a lot of man defense, you need a lot of bodies.
Hamill, pass outside, tipped for a moment by Holmes, picked up by Edwards, and now handed outside to Franson. Left is Mullen. Addy goes right sideline to Leiby. Back left it comes to Mullen. Addy beyond the arc, looking at a 3-2 zone this trip down by the Cowgirls. Mullen trying to attack with a dribble. Had it stripped away for a moment. It goes off of Mullen's leg. It's Clay Center turning it back over to the Cowgirls. So we've played 2 minutes, 3 seconds. Nobody's been able to score yet. Clay Center's yet to get a shot off.
You see Clay Center really trying to spread the floor and make that zone defense run side to side.
With it is Holmes on the left side for the Cowgirls. Out top, double screen for Willie, but Clay Center battles through it. Now the pass to the post, taken away by Aaron Hamill. Clay Center looking for transition. Here's Mullen. Hesitation dribble to the baseline left. Crosses over. Attacks the lane. In the paint. Kick out right. Franson for 3 is strong. Rebound tipped to the baseline. Out of bounds off of Clay Center. It'll be Cowgirls. No, it's going to be Clay Center's basketball. It was the Cowgirls last to touch it. From the sideline will come Maddie Craig. Leiby will come out. Lady Tigers have Mullen inbounding, and then Craig, Franson, Hamill, and Edwards a square around the lane to the baseline right. Franson again for 3. This time just strong. Rebound, Mullen back up and good. Addie Mullen with the offensive board, and the point guard able to kick it back in off the glass. Down court quickly. Burton, she'll trigger from a long 3-ball. Airballed. Rebound to Craig. Long down court pass. Here's Clara Edwards, the sophomore. Kick pass left for Mullen. Addie, ball fake, dribble drive. Kick outside looking for Craig, and through between Edwards and Craig, and out of bounds to the Cowgirls.
2 white jerseys there, just found the space in the middle.
It'll be Abilene's basketball. Clay Center will drop back in a half-court man-to-man. 5:03 to work. Clay Center leads here 2-0. Great crowd on hand, both sides, as expected, between two undefeated teams. Here's Burton against Hamill, has to pick up her dribble. Now shovels it off on the right side to Vopak. Skip left, Holmes attacks the lane, kicks to the corner. Lillard back out deep for Burton. Hamill on her, spin moves toward the lane, drops it inside. Lillard wide open for 2, cannot connect. Rebound battled for and picked up by Edwards. Clara averages 8 boards a game. Clay Center has it with a 2-0 lead. 4.5 to go, first quarter. Mullen with the dribble out top. Both teams really defend. That has been evident throughout the season and certainly here today. Here's a lob down low. Edwards sets, takes it up strong, misses. Rebound and a foul called against Clara, going back up for the offensive board. Set play again. They got the high screen. They had the sophomore Edwards open. She just didn't finish up off the glass and went back up for the offensive board and called for the foul.
Probably would have liked her to not be as directly underneath the basket as what she was. Maybe just a little too far deep.
Clay Center again will match up man-to-man as Abilene takes over the basketball. That foul on Edwards, her first. Beth Holmes will bring it up the court for the Cowgirls. Franson has her as she crosses the timeline. Right wing deep it goes now to just off the bench, Jenna Hayes. Here's Burton, ball fake and drive. Great defense inside, and the charge is taken. Addie Mullen stands in and takes the punishment from Burton. The offensive foul gives place into the basketball back.
If it wasn't a charge, it would have been a turnover. The Tiger defense was there on the front end, on the back end.
Help side so important, and Burton, left-handed, took it strong. Mullen read it, got there in time, and drew the charge. Clay Center has it back, midway point, opening quarter. 2-0 ball game. Clay Center leads by that 1 bucket. Here's Mullen around right to Craig. High post Franson. Looks in low, lobs it in. Hamill, great catch in traffic. Takes it up inside, a lot of contact, no foul called. Willie with the blocked shot. Abilene back the other direction. Here's Willie right and deep. Baseline drive, kick to the post. Tipped and outside to Hayes. Now picked up deep by Holmes. Holmes with the dribble against the man-to-man of Haley Franson. Left it goes to Willie. Edwards on her. Willie crosses over, trips and falls. Mullen has it now. Hamill, 4-on-1 the other way. Mullen toward the paint, takes it herself, off glass, no, and then a foul called on Craig on the weak side trying to go for the offensive board. Clay Center had 3-on-1 numbers, and Mullen got through a defender and up. Soft touch, but it fell off.
Maybe just held onto that ball a hair too long because he had that passing lane, 2 white jerseys open on her right.
Clay Center back defensively, again throwing a shutout through almost 5 minutes of this first quarter. They lead, though, just 2-0. So a defensive duel thus far. Here's Hayes, right it comes to Lillard. Now out deep, Burton. Wanting to lob in low to Willie, it's not there. Left side is Hayes. Little weave out top of the Cowgirls. Clay Center defending nicely. Burton has it. Now works it left, guarded by Maddie Craig. Mad Dog with the defense there. They lob it inside, tip away by Edwards. Now the ball loose, and Clara comes up with it. Great defense. Now Edwards will bring it herself, the sophomore. Shovels it outside. Hamill's got to look for 3 in transition. Just strong. And the rebound weak side out of bounds to Clay Center. Abilene had a chance to save that basketball and let it go out of bounds, and it's off the Cowgirls.
I mean, it gives the Tigers another opportunity to play off of another Abilene turnover.
How about 2 undefeated teams with 2:35 to go first quarter, a 2-0 ball game. Pitchers duel here in the opening quarter. Here's Mullen with it, back between the circles, has the dribble. Now will hold with 2:28 to work. Clay Center would love to see Abilene go man-to-man. The Cowgirls will not unless they are forced to, if Clay Center could build up a lead. In the corner is Edward. Skip pass right to Craig. In the corner, Hamill. Aaron skips it back across to Mullen. Starts to drive it. Now between the legs of the dribble, backs it out. Zone 2-3 this time by Abilene. They've showed 1-3-1, 3-2, now a 2-3 zone, and now a foul out top on Holmes. Just a simple pass from Maddie Craig on the wing to the point and Haley Franson, and Holmes bumped, and the foul against the Cowgirls is their 4th.
And you see the Tigers being a little bit more patient offensively that trip down. A lot more skip passes, every one of them on target, really wanting to make Abilene move around and try to find a lane in that zone.
2:03 to work first quarter. Clay Center leading 2-0. There's a lob out deep to Franson. Out to Craig, and around right it goes to Mullen to set the offense. Just under 2 to go first quarter. 2-0 ball game. Clay Center with the 1-bucket lead. In the corner it goes to Hamill. Lost it for a moment. Now it's nearly tied up, and it will be. Hamill just never got a handle on it, and then Hannah Willie was able to reach in there and tie it up. It is Clay Center's basketball. It'll be near the corner, right in front of the Abilene Cowgirl cheerleaders, where Addie Mullen will inbound it for Clay Center. Lob out deep. Burton near steal, but Franson has it. Off to Maddie Craig. Now left it comes to Mullen. Takes the 3. Now puts the dribble down, crosses over a couple of times. 1:40 left in this first period. 2-0 ball game. Hamill, tough catch inside, kicks it out to Mullen. Ball fake and then kick to the corner. Hamill back outside. She'll skip it right to Maddie Craig. She'll step in, pull the trigger. Right elbow jumper is good by Mad Dog Craig, and the Lady Tigers lead it 4-0. The sophomore buries one from the right elbow. Good movement left and right that time by Clay Center to set up the shot, and Craig knocks it down. 1:13 to work. Here's Burton in the corner, unable to get a 3 away. They love to shoot the 3. Clay Center really defending the arc right now. And now the Cowgirls almost throw it away. It's tipped by Addie Mullen.
Love the switching on ball screens. I mean, it was just a flawless transition from player to player, keeping that defense tight.
Clay Center will stay on defense with Abilene the basketball on the sideline. Jade Vopat will inbound it. 1:05 left first quarter. Clay Center leads 4-0. Here's Burton. Gets the screen right. Lobs it in low. Taken away by Clara Edwards. The sophomore with it herself up the floor, going coast to coast toward the lane. Now stops, kicks out for Craig. Tipped away, out of bounds to Clay Center with 54 to work in this first period. 4-0 Clay Center. They'll have possession here, less than a minute to go in the opening quarter. Addie Mullen looks at Coach Jeff Edwards. He calls the play out, and now Clay Center looks at that zone defense. They will stay after it, not going to milk it down for a final shot. Here's Edwards, high post. Kick out to Mullen, and a 3-second violation against Clay Center. And a double post with Hamill and Edwards inside. Once Clara caught it, tried to make a move and kick it back out, and one of those two had been there too long. Abilene back with it, 32 seconds left first period. It's a 4-0 Lady Tiger lead. Abilene again with the possession. Left it goes deep to Lillard. 23 to work. Now on top is Willie. Leans inside. Off balance, no. Rebound. Mullen, great position. Foul against Abilene, their 5th of the quarter. And Clay Center will have a chance at a final shot. in this first period with a 4-0 lead.
You love the Tiger defense. You'd think that after almost a quarter of play, they'd have more shots. They're nothing of 5 from the floor, but the Tiger defense has also forced a lot of Abilene turnovers, so only 5 shot attempts.
15 seconds left first period. Clay Center can milk for a final shot with a 4-0 lead. Addie Mullen with 9. Now works it left to Haley Franson, 7. Back to Mullen. Down to 5 seconds. Here's Edwards, left wing and deep. 3 and 2, and she's called for traveling. The basketball turned back over to Abilene with 2.1 seconds left first period. So the Cowgirls will inbound from the sideline. Allison Libby just in will make that inbound. They'll lob it to Burton, half court. Steps up, three-pointer at the buzzer. Would have counted had it went, and it nearly did. We're headed to quarter 2. The Lady Tigers lead 4-0 here in the Den when we come back.
Central Valley Ag is constantly growing to meet member needs. Process Manager James Krackemeyer sees it in the feed mill.
When I started at the co-op, we had 2 mills in our system. Today, we've merged with other companies, so there's a lot of locations.
Mill Manager Ryan Lundeen says there's one focus, meeting the needs and demands of the co-op's farmer owners.
We're in the customer service industry, so seeing our customers happy is the ultimate goal.
Find all the products, services, and locations on the Central Valley Ag website, cvacoop.com. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
The Citizens National Bank is ready to provide you with a great borrowing experience, whether you're buying, building, or refinancing a home. We offer first-time home buyer, FHA, VA, and conventional home loans with competitive interest rates on a national level and flexible term options to fit your financial situation. With little money down, we can assist you with getting into your dream house. The Citizens National Bank, mortgage loans with the personal attention you deserve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Lady Tigers again with the lead. They have a 4-0 advantage. You like defense, Joe? This is the game to be at right now.
I've always been a defense guy, but there's 4-0 that is not good basketball, and there's 4-0 basketball that looks like this, where every possession is valued, every defensive trip is valued, and you just see the Tigers working the ball offensively and playing great defense on the other end, so it's great to watch.
Lady Tigers lead at 4-0. Abilene will have the basketball to begin. Burton with it, outside deep to Holmes. Clay Center a 4-0 lead. Now the give to Willie, cut off by Edwards. Back outside to Holmes, and Hamill right on her as she takes it back out deep. Now they switch with Franson taking Holmes. 30 seconds into the second quarter, and Abilene hasn't solved the problem yet on trying to get a bucket. They only had 5 shot attempts, as Joe mentioned, in the first quarter. Here's Burton, long 3, short. Rebound, weak side, Maddie Craig. Great board position on that weak side for Clay Center. So it will be Clay Center back with the basketball for the first time in the second quarter. Again, they lead it 4-0. In what is a certain defensive battle, to say the least, here in the Den. Skip outside, comes to Mullen. Around right, Craig fakes the 3 to the corner. Edwards for the 3 ball, and it just rolls off. The rebound away to Lillard of the Abilene Cowgirls. Down court it comes. Ball has a walk on Burton. She took a hop as she made her ball fake, and Clay Center will have it back, still up by 4-0.
He was thinking, nope, I haven't been this open in the last quarter plus. I have an open look at the target. Let's go. And she just got the motor running a little too quickly.
Clay Center will have it back again with 6:46 to go in the opening half, and they lead 4-0. Edwards in the corner right. Skip pass left for Mullen. In the corner to Hamill. Zone defense continues for Abilene. Back in the corner, Edwards to the post, looking for Hamill. Knocked out of bounds by Sydney Burton. And from the sideline will come Jenna Hayes back on for the Cowgirls. It will be 6:32 to work first half. Clay Center again leads 4-0 here. Craig out deep on the right wing. Looks in the corner. Skips it left corner. Hamill for 3. She was 10 of 21 coming into the game. She's missed her first 2 threes here in this one.
Both from the same location on the floor.
Left wing is Holmes. Guarded by Mullen now. Around right to Vopat. Skip pass across to Burton. Fakes the 3. Franson right out there. Back to Vopat. She'll step it across to Burton with the pass. Now to Holmes out deep. Right wing. Baseline 3. Great box out on the weak side by Aaron Hamill. And Clay Center again has possession. Still a 4-point lead. We're down to 5:51 to go in the second quarter. Lady Tigers lead at 4-0. Outside it goes to Edwards. Looks at a three, doesn't take it. Now to Franson. Back out deep. Haley has it. 5.5 to work. First half. Clay Center will work some offense. And I won't be surprised if Coach Jeff Edwards at some point just comes out and holds onto the basketball with a 4-0 lead and dares Abilene to play man-to-man. He's done it before.
Reminds me of a state tournament game I saw about 15 years ago.
Here's Craig with a three, nearly down. Rebound to Edwards, knocked to the ground by Willie. No foul is called. Abilene bringing it the other way. Willie in transition, stop and pull up. It's strong. Rebound inside, battled for. Two bodies go to the ground. Rebound to the Cowgirls. Now Burton with it inside, and she is fouled, and we'll have our first free throws of the game.
Abilene just can't, once they sense an opportunity, they just can't get up the floor fast enough because the Lady Tiger defense just isn't letting them breathe, and they really pounded the offensive glass that time as well.
So a 4-0 ball game. Clay Center with the lead at the free throw stripe. Burton to shoot 2 free throws, and she is a strong free throw shooter, just a great scorer overall. She has her first point, and Abilene's first point at 5:01 to go in the second quarter. Both free throws are in. It's a 4-2 ball game. Clay Center's basketball. Abilene drops back in that zone once again, flattened out underneath. A 2-3. Franson out deep to Craig. Maddie looks left. Now back right it goes to Franson. Corner is Hamill. Skip back outside. Mullen wants the 3 ball. It's strong. And it goes over the backboard off of the back iron. And so Clay Center will turn it back over to the Cowgirls. 4-2 ball game. Clay Center by 2. Abilene back with possession. Burton with it right wing. I'm guessing both these teams, here's Burton, free throw line jumper, and she's tied the ball game, 4 straight points. At 4.5 to go, if both teams' coaches would have been told they would be able to hold the other team to 4 points, I think they'd have taken it.
You would have signed on the bottom line, definitely, for that.
Who knew that both teams would be held to 4 points with 4:24 to go in the second quarter. Timeout on the court. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball.
If you're itemizing deductions, Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy can provide you with a history report at your request. They'll print out your prescription list that you had filled or refilled with them in the past year for your convenience. And this service is absolutely free. It's just another reason to make Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy your prescription and health headquarters. They're always there for you.
4:24 left to go. We're in the first half of play in a 4-4 ball game. And you're not mishearing what Joe and I are saying. The game is tied at 4 points apiece, 4:24 to go second quarter.
It's 4-4, and you said if you held the other team to 4 points, you'd sign up for it, and if you'd held the opposition to 1 field goal
yeah, no
in that length of time, it's pretty much the same thing, but yeah.
Sydney Burton has a field goal and 2 free throws. Here's Maddie Craig in the corner right, back out deep to Mullen. For Clay Center, Craig and Mullen have the 2 buckets for their 4 points. Midway point second quarter, a 4-4 tie. The man-to-man by Clay Center has stifled Abilene. The zone for Abilene has really caused Clay Center problems because they haven't hit from the outside yet in this contest. Here's Edwards for the 3 up top. This one just strong. The rebound comes off to Hannah Willie of the Abilene Cowgirls. Burton in transition. Thought about a 3, now to Willie. Kicks it right baseline. Vopat for 3. No. Rebound, a long one. Tracked down by Vopat. She's got an open look inside. Can't get it down. Burton, the stick back, up and in. She has 6 now for the Cowgirls, and Clay Center trails for the first time in the ball game.
You can see Abilene really trying to put the foot down on the accelerator in transition.
3:23 left second quarter. Clay Center down for the first time, 6-4. Here's Mullen to retake the lead. The 3 ball is long. Rebound to Edwards on the far side. Clara kicks it out deep. Here's Franson. Now right to Craig. Clara Edwards ball fakes and drives, knocked out of bounds. No foul called against Jenna Hayes as Clara Edwards took it strong on the baseline right. Abilene back with it, 6-4. They lead by 2. Holmes brings it across the midcourt stripe. Right it goes to Burton, who has all 6 of Abilene's points. Baseline to Holmes. Dribble drives. Leaner. A foul is called on Franson. 15 foul against Clay Center. 4 have been whistled against the Abilene Cowgirls. And to the free throw stripe will be Beth Holmes to shoot 2. The only free throw shot in the game. Sydney Burton hit both. Now it is Holmes missing the first of 2. Reagan Henry in for the Lady Tigers first time tonight. She didn't play the first 6 games of the season because of a back injury, but was able to get some minutes against Chapman, varsity, and more minutes JV, both Chapman and tonight. And so she can shoot it. If you want a zone buster, that may be the answer with Reagan Henry coming in off the sideline. Here's Craig with it out deep. Left it goes to Mullen. 2:40 left first half. Clay Center down 6-4. Mullen to Henry. Looks inside. Now right it goes to Craig. Maddie skips to the left for Addie Mullen. Addie backs it out. Here's Henry. Reagan back to Mullen. Takes the 3. Puts the dribble down. Now spins her way to the paint. Kick out to Aaron Hamill. Thought about a 3. Couldn't get it away. Now to Reagan Henry. Reagan right in deep to Craig. Fakes it to the baseline. Back to Henry. Around left is Mullen. 2:12 left first half. Clay Center trailing here 6-4. It's been a struggle from the offensive end for the Lady Tigers. Edwards caught in a double team. Back out deep looking for Henry. Ball batted away by Holmes and then knocked it out of bounds. It's off of Clay Center. That ended up off of Holmes. They got this call wrong.
Yeah, they
get help from the official trailing. Let me explain the play. Holmes batted it off of Addie Mullen, but as it bounced off of Mullen, it then hit Holmes out of bounds. But they're not going to reverse the call.
No, they're not. There was a discussion, but they're staying with what they've got.
Jeff Edwards trying to explain the call and not getting any vision from the official talking to him. Addie Mullen trying to talk, and Abilene has the basketball in bounds. So Clay Center still down by 2. Here's Burton with it right wing. Back out deep. Edwards now defends. Now a steal inside by Reagan Henry. Clay Center has it back. Down court it comes Mullen. Left side. Good ball fake against Burton. Can't get it down. Rebound tipped in low and picked up by Abilene. Hannah Willie. And a timeout by the Cowgirls. Lady Tigers trail 6-4. 1:37 left. We're in the first half of play. Second quarter action. Stay with us. Back in a moment.
TSI Kansas now offers 24/7 road service for your repair needs. You can rely on TSI to get you back on the road and at a fair price. Whether it's tires, brakes, or engine trouble, our skilled mechanics can get you back in the field or on the road. So if you find yourself broke down on the road or on the farm, call TSI Kansas, your local full-service diesel repair shop. 785-632-5183.
Along with studio engineer Bernie Fancella and Joe Pop Woodyard back in Clay Center. It's been a long travel back to the ranks of being on KCLY, but he'll be part of the Twin Valley League coverage this weekend.
I thought it had more to do with everybody wanting to go to Kansas City to watch the Chiefs.
There you go. Find a way to get away tomorrow. We'll have them on the air at 2. We do have the Twin Valley League getting started at noon tomorrow. They did move that back to noon tomorrow. Abilene with the basketball. They lead it now 6-4. 1:26 to go second quarter. And Mullen, great defense out top on Holmes. Right it goes to Burton. Henry on her. Now back right baseline, Holmes. Trying to go inside. Willie calling for it, but 2 defenders there. Now it's Holmes. Batted away and taken now by Edwards. To Henry. From behind, Hayes, a reach-in foul. And it'll be Clay Center's basketball on the sideline. Couple of notes for tomorrow. TVL scheduled to tip at noon now. They moved it back 2 hours to see what the weather actually does. Also, for the Clay Center Tigers, the Royal Valley Weight Championships, weightlifting is canceled. The wrestlers headed to Marysville tomorrow. That has been canceled. Tiger basketball at Fairbury, they're keeping that going again to see what the weather does. Clay Center again down by 2. 1 minute left first half. It's a 6-4 ball game. Henry, left wing, deep, does not take the 3, skips it across. Maddie Craig, dribble attack, pull-up jumper, 15-footer, just rims out. Hamill keeps it alive, stays it in bounds, but Lillard has it. Abilene's basketball with 40 seconds left in the first half, and Clay Center down here 6-4. It's been all defense. Reagan Henry, near steal, tips it away. Burton has it, back outside to Holmes. Now it goes right in deep to Willie. Mullen on her. Crossover toward the paint. Off balance, leaner, good. Wow. Hannah Willie 17.4 a game. Her first points tonight. Clay Center down 8-4 with 15 to work second quarter. Addie Mullen walks it across. Clay Center will get a final look here before the half. Mullen with 8. Right, it goes deep to Craig with 5. Skip pass left Mullen. 2 seconds. 1 second. Hamill's going to have to force one up and does. It'll count as it goes. It's just off the rim. Headed to halftime. The Abilene Cowgirls in a defensive showdown lead it 8-4 when we come back.
Central Valley Ag is constantly growing to meet member needs. Process Manager James Krackemeyer sees it in the feed mill.
When I started at the co-op, we had 2 mills in our system. Today, we've merged with other companies, so there's a lot of locations.
Mill Manager Ryan Lundeen says there's one focus, meeting the needs and demands of the co-op's farmer owners.
We're in the customer service industry, so seeing our customers happy is the ultimate goal.
Find all the products, services, and locations on the Central Valley Ag website, cvacoop.com. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
The Citizens National Bank has a long history of supporting the students of our community, on the mat, on the court, and in the classroom. We are strongly committed to our youth now and in the future. Our support doesn't stop there even when the season is over or when the school year ends. We believe in the value of higher education that is building our future leaders of our country. The CNB offers the student checking. This account will help transition students from being high schoolers to attending any college or other career-driven path. The Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
If you're looking for a solution for living a better life at home with the aid of durable medical equipment, you've come to the right place. Patterson Health Mart has a wide selection of durable equipment such as nebulizers, CPAP machines, wheelchairs, diabetic supplies, and so much more. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy has the best durable medical supplies from the most respected companies. Come in and find the equipment that will make your stay at home comfortable at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack in Clay Center.
The agronomy professionals at Wilbur Ellis are ready to help you clean up your fields and prepare for winter in the coming spring. Now's the time to find out what your soil needs to keep up with the nutrient needs of the next crop. Wilbur Ellis has many site-specific soil test and mapping options, as well as standard soil testing. Plus, applying fertilizer in the fall will decrease the chance of loss and congestion for next spring's crops. I'm Blaze with Wilbur Ellis. We're here to serve you in every season.
8-4 ball game as we head to halftime here. Rocky Downing along with our studio engineer Bernie Fancella. We have Joe Woodyard alongside. 4-0 Clay Center opening quarter. 8-0 Abilene second quarter. That's the story of the game right now.
I mean, scoreless quarter on either side, and everybody's going to get out of here in time to go catch a late movie. Everybody's going to get out of here at a reasonable hour.
It was a very fast first half, as you say, Joe, because there were only 4 free throw shots, all by Abilene, 2 of 4 from the line. And both teams defended extremely well.
Nobody got anywhere near the 1-and-1 situation either. So, yeah, when you're talking about a lot of up and down, a lot of great defense being played, that's what it's going to look like, and that's how it's going to go.
You know, one of the things that I noticed in this half is this is an intense crowd. It's a great rivalry. It's 2 undefeated teams. The officials have done a really good job because you haven't heard a whole lot from the crowd raising Cain about calls, and that's hard to do in a game of this nature, of this intensity, in a low-scoring defensive type of battle. It's a couple of things. I think the officiating crew's done a good job, and I think, secondly, that both teams have played good defense. Not because they're holding them down, but because they're not reaching, they're not grabbing, they're just playing good, solid defense.
Well, and the thing is, the players are not guessing as to what's going to get called and what's not. What's going on one side, you're seeing happen on the other.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
The players can make the adjustment. They know what they can and what they cannot do. And what that means is, and you throw this in also, how far back do Clay Center and Abilene go playing basketball? So there's all that history.
And this place is full.
Yes, they're both state ranked, and they're both fantastic basketball teams. And it does have the feel of a sub-state final.
It does,
I mean,
yeah.
That's exactly what it feels like in here.
We're going to take a timeout. I want to look at statistics, which there aren't many to look at in all reality. Yeah, we'll take a look at those when we return here in the Den.
It's time for your UVT Top 5. Credit score plays a big role when it comes to borrowing money to make your next big dream a reality. There are 5 main factors affecting your credit score: payment history, amount of debt, length of credit history, new credit, and credit mix. Your current credit score may determine your eligibility for credit and the price you pay for it. At United Bank and Trust, we want your credit to start your dreams, not end them. Visit ubankonline.com for more credit score tips. Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
It's a new year for a new chance for new internet. Make your New Year's resolution for faster internet come true with Twin Valley Pulse Internet. From working at home, gaming, communication, and entertainment, Pulse Gig Internet is what you want. Get lightning fast, reliable internet service for only $99.95 a month. No contracts and no phone line are required. Having the fastest provider might be your ticket to the coolest kid on the block status. Call Twin Valley to find out more at 800-515-3311.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
2018 brought us extreme weather, unstable grain prices, and changing profitability for farm producers. At Union State Bank, we're ready for a change for 2019. We're here to help you deal with the individual challenges your operation faces. So if you're ready for a change, maybe it's time you make the change to Union State Bank. Start the new year with a new bank and a new outlook. And check out our new checking account that can pay you to bank with us. Union State Bank, your local hometown bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Lady Tigers down 8-4 at the half. I'll tell you how much Coach Edwards had to say about the first half of play. The Lady Tigers, with 4.5 minutes left on the halftime clock, are already back out. Abilene boys didn't even get a chance to take a shot before the Lady Tigers came out. I have a feeling he said, "You're playing great defense. Now go make some shots.
Go put the ball in the hole." That's exactly what that's about.
Feeling that's what the case was. Let's look at the first half statistics there, Joe.
Well, there's looking from the floor, the Tigers are 2 of 16 from the floor. Those, of course, both came in the first quarter. Nothing of 10 behind the three-point line. They're getting a lot of good looks from behind the arc. They're getting a lot of good looks. They're moving the ball really, really well. They're passing inside, but not necessarily using dribble penetration much against that 2-3 zone. So 2 made field goals, nothing of 10 from behind the three-point line. Abilene, not a lot better. 3 of 15 from the floor and nothing of 5 from behind the arc. And what that's a byproduct of is just some suffocating Lady Tiger defense. It's just fantastic to watch. Moving their feet, a lot of really, really good technique, really, really good boxing out. You're seeing that the defense is fine. If you give up 8 points and a half to a state-ranked team, like we talked about earlier, you'll take that every day of the week. But, yeah, worry about putting the ball in the basket and trying to solve that 2-3 zone.
The first half for the Clay Center Lady Tigers, you mentioned the defense. It's interesting because Abilene loves to shoot the three-pointer. They only got 5 off, right?
That's correct.
Clay Center doesn't rely on the 3. They shot 10. But it's what Abilene's defense is giving the Lady Tigers. The only thing I would say, I think they had good looks, as you mentioned, Joe, but they seemed a little rushed and didn't need to be on a lot of those three-point attempts. So they get some of that falling, I think the thing can open up. But right now, Abilene's zone defense has set the tempo on what Clay Center's allowed to take shots on, and they haven't been able to cash them in from beyond that half moon. 8-4 ball game at the half. We'll take another timeout. Just about set to get you back into action here with Lady Tiger basketball.
Agmark is striving to meet the needs of the changing agriculture industry and is proud to have served the grain producers in this area for the last 20 years. Agmark continues to bring the global market to north central Kansas while working to improve the bottom line of your farming operation and the local economy. For more information on how they can help you, contact them at 888-848-9979 or visit their website at agmarkllc.com. Agmark, providing long-term marketing solutions.
Sick of multiple medical bills and surprise charges? Clay County Medical Center has partnered with MD Save, which allows you to save 60% or more for many services including MRI, CT, lab work, and therapy services. This new program makes healthcare affordable by offering a single price for your procedure. Shop from over 100 common healthcare procedures in our radiology, lab, and therapy departments. It's as easy as shopping online. Visit us at mdsave.com/ccmc to get started.
At Hometown Lumber and Hardware, they know that the winter season is the perfect time to tackle those inside projects, and they've got rental tools to help you do the job right. Tools like a floor nailer, a drywall sander and lift, a tile saw, plus a whole lot more in their rental department. Maybe you have an old wood floor to refinish in the living room, tile to lay in the bathroom, or carpets to clean in the bedroom. Whatever your project is, head to Hometown Lumber and Hardware in Marysville for the tools you need. A full-time custom applicator position is available at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Clay Center. There are many facets to this job, including handling of packaged chemicals, operating spray equipment, as well as computers on equipment, mixing of pesticides and fertilizers, maintaining records, assisting the mechanic, and daily inspection of vehicles, just to name a few. If you're looking for good work that offers insurance and benefits, apply in person at Nutrient Ag Solutions on the west side of Clay Center on Highway 24.
Once again, back in the den as the Lady Tigers get set for the second half to get underway. I do have a couple of scores to pass along. They did move the Marysville-Wamego game up to a 4:30 start time to beat what potentially could be weather moving in. And it was Marysville coming from behind to win 40-33 in that ball game. Also, it is Chapman at the half leading Concordia 16-11. Here it's the Lady Tigers who trail 8-4. Clay Center shut out the Cowgirls in the first quarter, led 4-0. And then the Cowgirls shut out Clay Center 8-0 in the second quarter, and that is your score right now. The scoring, Sydney Burton with 6, 2 field goals, 2 free throws, Hannah Willie with a bucket, and for Clay Center, a field goal each for Maddie Craig and Addie Mullen. Clay Center will have the basketball to begin. It will be Mullen, Edwards, Hamill, Franson, and Libby to start this second half. Officials checking the scorebook, and I think we're ready to start half number 2. Edwards into Mullen, and we're underway. 8-4, Clay Center down by a couple of field goals. Defense was the story in the first half. A shutout in each quarter. Here's Libby out deep to Edwards. Looks inside the lane, back to Libby on the wing right. Back out deep now between the circles is Mullen. To Libby. Lexi holds there, now to Hamill at the top. Thought about a three, doesn't take it. Mullen takes the three as well. Backs it out with a pass to Hamill. Around right is Libby. Starts the dribble attack, not there. Now to Hamill. Aaron, left wing, Mullen. Look at a three, doesn't take it. Ball fakes and backs it out. Now to Hamill. Around right it goes to Libby. Very patient this opening possession. We're 40 seconds in. Here's Edwards. Free throw line to Libby. Good look for three. She can bury it, and she does. The junior drills the three on the right wing. Lexi Libby gives the Lady Tigers a quick three-pointer, and they're within one, 8-7.
Gives the crowd a big jolt of energy to start the third quarter, too.
Burton guarded by Mullen. Out deep it comes to Willie. Willie, dribble drives, leaner, floater, no. Rebound tipped by Edwards. She has it out of the pack. Now to the ground. Lots of contact. No foul called. It's Holmes the other way for the Cowgirls, and she walks with the basketball. And Clay Center gets it back. Huge start. They took about a minute off the clock moving it around. They got a great look for Lexi Libby with her feet set, and she drilled it.
In the first half, you could tell that the Lady Tigers were very patient, but at some point that patience ran a little thin. They kept their foot on that bar a little bit longer. They're a little more patient, got a really good look.
Here's the zone again by Abilene. Mullen looking in low, finds Edwards at the high post, kicks it a corner, taken away by Burton, and a bump on Franson, and a foul on the Lady Tigers. First whistle of the second half. Clara trying to kick it out as they collapsed in on her in the middle of the paint. Addie Craig in for Clay Center. Haley Franson picking up her third foul, has to come out. And so the sophomore Craig in for the senior Franson. 8-7 ball game. Clay Center down by a point. 6:20 to go, third period. Bopat for Abilene, deep right wing. Libby out on her. Bopat, tip pass by Libby. Loose, kept away, and now picked up by Clara Edwards. Up the board comes to Hamill. Aaron, right wing, stops, kick out to Edwards. Edwards, skip pass left for Mullen. Beyond the arc, deep on the left wing. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Clay Center down one with the basketball. Right it goes to Libby. High post, Edwards. Kicks it left for Mullen, barely able to save it in bounds. Now to Craig, back to Mullen. Toward the post, ball is tipped away by Abilene, and now taken by the Cowgirls. Lillard. Here comes Abilene up the right side to the baseline. Willie backs it out, can't get a shot away. Out deep it goes to Holmes. The ball stripped by Hamill, taken by Craig. Maddie, the run out, the lay-in, yes. Clay Center has the lead back. Maddie has 4. The steal by Aaron Hamill and the run out by Maddie Craig. It's a 9-8 Lady Tiger lead. Now Craig near steal. Holmes has gone to the ground. Now tied up. Jump ball. Arrow goes to Abilene. But Maddie Craig, mad dog defense out at the half-court stripe.
Everything's going Tigers' way in this third quarter. Made shots, great defense. Abilene still scoreless in this third period, too.
Cowgirls do keep the basketball on the alternate arrow, but great defense by Craig out around the perimeter near that half-court stripe. Holmes will bring it across. Craig on her again. Nearly lost the basketball. Now picks up the dribble in the corner of Opat. Dribble drives, cut off by Hamill, knocked out of bounds by Aaron. And hot hand Hamill, who has not been hot from the field, but her defense the last 2 times down has been dynamite for Clay Center. The Cowgirls will inbound from the baseline. They lob it quickly to Willie. Nearly taken away by Edwards. Now outside it comes to the post, Burton, and a bumping foul on Craig as she came over to defend hip to hip against Burton, and she's called for the bump.
Tigers are just not giving Abilene anything. High post defense by the Lady Tigers, so Abilene tries to throw it down low, but the help side defense is still there.
Lob comes outside to Burton. Now she'll dribble penetrate toward the lane. Runner up and good off glass. We have an offensive charge. Lexi Lively draws the charge on Burton, and they wave off the bucket. What a play by the junior Lexi Lively. Hit the 3 to begin the half, Joe, and now does it defensively.
And the first time you've really seen the crowd get upset about a call, we spent time at the half talking about that. First big whistle does not go Abilene's way.
Imagine that, an offensive charge that the crowd doesn't agree with.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me either.
Typical, isn't it? Coach Burton is wanting to say the bucket should count, and the foul is after the shot. They waved it off, so that should not be a correctable play. I understand what Coach Burton is saying. If the ball is released and it's a foul following the shot, but I'm not sure at the high school level how often they make that call.
There aren't any instant replay videos to go to here, so it's going to be a difficult thing to overturn.
Sydney Burton still trying to lobby her case. Coach Burton on the sideline did not win her case. The foul on Burton, her second, and Clay Center has a 9-8 lead now, and the basketball back in possession. 4:50 left, third quarter. Here's Mullen. High post left to the elbow. Hamill. Aaron. Back outside to Mullen. Now to Lively. Out top, a little deep for the 3. Puts the dribble down. Now double team. Ball stripped away for a moment. Willie comes up with it. Now able to hand it off to Holmes. Caught in a double team in the corner. Ball tipped and taken away by Hamill. Aaron attacks the lane. Takes it up strong and is fouled inside. She'll head to the free throw stripe. Great double team by Clara Edwards and Lexi Lively after the ball had been taken away, and then Hamill drove the paint and drew the contact.
Well, and when you have the sideline and the baseline able to be 2 of your defenders, it makes it very, very easy to defend the other 2 halves and for the help side defense to get there and steal it.
Hamill took it strong, drew the foul from Lillard. This will be the first free throw attempts of the game for Clay Center. And Hamill buries the first. She shoots at 77.8% from the stripe on the season. And Clay Center now with a 2-point lead and 4:29 left to go, third quarter.
Saw her scream after she was fouled. I wasn't sure she had wanged her elbow on the floor, but that was more of excitement for outstanding defense.
I think a foul actually called on a shot she was excited about. First point for Hamill. Clay Center leads by 3. Reagan Henry back in for the Lady Tigers. So it's Henry, Edwards, Craig, the 3 sophomores, and 2 seniors out there, and Hamill and Mullen. Haley Franson on the sideline with 3 fouls. Holmes to inbound. Does so to Willie deep in the backcourt. Now back to Holmes. Craig near steal again. Holmes has to pick it up. Now makes her way to the half-court stripe. Maddie Craig, great defense. They get it inside deep to Hayes. No. Shot up. No. Rebound to Hamill, and a foul called against the Cowgirls, I believe.
There was no foul on Clay Center to call there. The crowd is kind of upset to our left.
It is against Burton. It's her third. Sydney Burton of the Cowgirls has picked up her third foul in a loose ball situation. And now Coach Burton, Molly Burton for Abilene, is arguing the defense of Maddie Craig, and I will tell you that is textbook what Maddie Craig did down the court.
I love that defense. She did exactly what she should have done. There was no hand contact there. Her hands were out.
Holly Burton continuing to implore her thoughts on the officials and now toward her team as Clay Center's taken a 3-point lead and has the basketball back. 4:10 to work. Right, it goes to Reagan Henry. Out deep to Craig. Around left, Mullen takes the three, dribble drives to the paint. Kick out for Henry. Ball fake, step in to the corner. Hamill's got a good look at a three ball. Just strong. Henry, weak side board to Craig for three. It's short. Rebound comes off to Hayes. Jenna Hayes clears it for the Cowgirls. 3:50 to work, third quarter. Clay Center a 3-point, 11-8 lead. Now it's Lillard out deep to Willie. Mullen on her, behind the back, and a reach-in foul on Addie Mullen. It will be Abilene's basketball on the sideline.
We've seen a lot more contact a lot of other times during this game, but
True.
when you see the temperature start to turn up in the gymnasium, those are the kinds of calls you see.
The foul on Mullen is going to be her first, I believe. It is the first on Mullen. Pass inside. Edwards the steal, and then the reach-in on Abilene. Hannah Willie had it picked away by the sophomore Clara Edwards and then reached back in at it. It's the fourth team foul on the Cowgirl.
She had a hook around the Lady Tiger defender down low also that wasn't called.
Willie with her first. I thought that was her second foul. They say just her first. 11-8 ball game. Clay Center with the basketball. They lead by a triple. 3:28 to work, third quarter. Here's Craig, right wing. High post, Hamill. Lob down low. Edwards in a crowd. Goes strong and gets the bucket. The sophomore with the bucket and the bang. And a chance at a three-point play. Her first points tonight. She went through two defenders. Should I say she lifted two defenders, draped on her arms, up through and in off the glass.
Outstanding high-low look by the Lady Tigers that trip down.
13-8 ball game. Clay Center goes up by 5. The foul is on Lillard. It's her third. And Edwards to the stripe for the first time. And the first points for the sophomore who averages 16 a game. Free throw up and is strong. Rebound comes off the Vope out of Abilene. Lady Tigers lead by 5, though, with 3:17 to go, third quarter, 13-8. It has been defense, and more defense. Willie, dribble drive, gets to the paint, crosses over, and we've got a foul called, a reach against the Lady Tigers inside the lane, and it's on the shot. Willie will shoot 2.
Good luck for how well the Lady Tigers played in the first half. You've seen their energy level just take a couple of steps up. They've really done a great job moving the ball, being extra patient, and as good as their defense was, better in the second half.
First free throw is rimming in for Hannah Willie. Very good free throw shooter. Good shooter overall. 5'9" senior makes it a 4-point ball game, 13-9. Lexi Lively back in, and you talked about the start of this third quarter. Lively, the junior, really energized this team with a 3-point shot and the offensive charge she took. Willie makes both free throws. She has 4 points in the game. We've got a 3-point contest, 13-10.
Thought we were going to have our third scoreless quarter of the night.
No kidding. Mullen walks it across for Clay Center, a 13-10 lead. The Lady Tigers go back with Haley Franson with those 3 fouls. 2-3 zone by Abilene. Lively, deep left for Mullen. Back to Lively. Clay Center. Lively holds outside. Now in the corner right is Hamill. Skip past to Mullen. In the corner left, Edwards. Clara skips it across right, Lively. Back in the corner is Hamill. Fakes it. Kick out top. Mullen will attack the paint. And an offensive charge. Mullen went too deep. Hannah Willie, good defensive play for Abilene. The charge called against the Lady Tigers. Addie Mullen, her second foul.
Exactly like you said, she was held onto that ball a hair too long.
So quick with the basketball that Willie read where she was going and just got there in time.
And the bummer about that is that they had the Abilene defense doing what they wanted, and they were ready to attack the paint.
2:24 left, third quarter. Abilene back with the basketball. Clay Center a 3-point lead, 13-10. Lob in the paint, tipped by Lively. Picked up by Willie, and now a foul against Hamill. It'll be the 6th team foul on the Lady Tigers. It'll be on the floor, and Abilene will have it on the baseline.
Get the feeling that there will be a lot more free throws shot in the second half than there were in the first.
Yeah, both teams are nearing that bonus situation. Coach Jeff Edwards wants a timeout. 2:14 left, third quarter. It's a 13-10 ball game. Lady Tigers lead it by 3 when we come back.
Ray's Apple Market is proud to promote high-quality products such as Smithfield Prime Pork. It's all natural, no additives, no antibiotics, and no injections. With Smithfield Prime Pork, the main ingredient is the only ingredient. Just pork, that's all. Don't waste a second reading the label to find out what else is in it because it's all pure and simple pork. Whether you choose chops, steaks, loins, or roasts, you'll find they're tender and delicious. Look for Smithfield Prime Pork at Ray's Apple Market.
Defend, rebound, pass the ball, and score. Basketball's a simple game. Insurance is too when you turn to me, your local Farm Bureau agent, Justin Tadman in Clay Center. I'm your go-to agent for farm, auto, home, life, and business insurance. So no matter what life brings, you'll be ready with a game plan that meets all your coverage needs. Give us a call at 785-632-2585. I make insurance a layup. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Lady Tigers lead at 13-10. Couple of scores to pass along. Chapman 38-21 leading Concordia. They're heading to the fourth. Wamego boys leading Marysville 31-30 at the halftime break. And I also had a friend who's a basketball official, text and say that on the offensive charge where they wanted to count the basket, any offensive charge in high school basketball, you do not count the basket. That's not even a possibility.
Gotcha.
Shot in the lane off the inbounds to Burton, and she is fouled on the stick-back try. And it's going to be on Aaron Hamill, who cannot believe it, but it will be Burton at the stripe to shoot two. 2:06 to go, third quarter, 13-10. Two teams duking it out on the defensive end in this ball game. Lefty Sydney Burton with the free throw up, and it is short. She is now 2 of 3 at the stripe. She has 6 points all in the first half, playing with 3 fouls right now. That foul on Aaron Hamill, by the way, her second. Second cherry on its way with the Cowgirls. This one's good. 7 points for Burton. A 2-point lead for the Lady Tigers. They trailed 8-4 to begin the second half. They lead 13-11 with 2 minutes now left. Here's Libby to the corner. Hamill. Back to Lexi Libby. Lexi, high post to Franson. Turns, looks to the baseline. Now out deep it goes to Mullen. Addie back to Libby against that extended 2-3 zone. Very wide 2-3 in the bottom from baseline to baseline where Edwards and Hamill stand. Now to Mullen. Minute 35 left. Clay Center trailed 8-4 at half. Now with a 2-point lead. They hold the basketball. Abilene not pressuring on the perimeter, so to keep it around the perimeter, not a problem. Kick in the corner. Franson looks low, not there. Back outside to Mullen. A minute 19 now to work. Here's Libby with it, right wing. Skip back left and deep for Mullen. Addie back across to Libby. In the corner he goes to Hamill. Back out to Lexi. Now out top, Bopat reads it and has a steal. The other direction. Takes it up and cashes it in. We're tied. Jade Bopat read the skip pass, and Clay Center turns it over. Abilene has tied it at 13 apiece.
Their first field goal of the second half.
Here is Mullen across to Hamill. Addie Mullen with the dribble. Back to Hamill, right and deep. Holds there with 40 seconds now remaining, third period, in a 13-13 ball game. Hamill with it. Looks low into a crowd. Libby turns, spins, goes up, is fouled on her way into the paint. See if it's on the shot or on the floor. It looks like Lexi Libby will have 2 free throws coming.
Love that the Lady Tigers are getting to the foul line, starting to create a little bit off of just some dribble penetration opportunities.
Pretty tough play by Lexi Libby that time. She caught that in a crowd to begin and then twisted and pivoted into a crowd and then still got the shot up and to the free throw line, although she misses the first of 2 charities.
And in a game where points are at a premium, to say nothing of free throw opportunities, every foul shot is just that much more important now.
13-13 for the lead. Libby knocks it in. She has 4 points. Maddie Craig back on. Libby will come out. 32.6 to work third quarter. It's Abilene's basketball. Clay Center's going to full court pressure, man-to-man. Holmes will inbound it. Brings it in now to Willie, right back to Holmes. Franson on her. Haley playing with 3 fouls. 26 seconds to work as Holmes crosses the timeline. Wants to give it off to Burton. Now in trouble, picks up her dribble. Still can't get rid of it. Mullen covering up. Burton would not even let her get a glimpse of the basketball and Abilene gets a timeout called before they were about to throw it away. It'll be a timeout on the floor. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball.
Hey drivers, are you looking for that employer where you can earn top pay for your hard work? Maybe you're looking for quality equipment and a friendly, family-oriented staff. At TSI Kansas, you can find this and much more. TSI Kansas is currently hiring talented and professional drivers to be a part of their team. Call 785-632-5183 and see if you qualify.
14-13 ball game, 18 seconds to work, third quarter. It is Abilene's basketball. Clay Center nearly forcing a turnover, and the timeout taken on the sideline to save that possession. Here's Willie out deep. Hamill on her to the right side. Now guarded by Craig, and they're going to count a bucket and a foul on Addie Mullen. Maddie Craig defended, turned her inside. Mullen tried to cut her off, got the reach in, and they gave her a little continuation, and Hannah Willie gets a chance at a three-point play. It gives Abilene the lead back, and Mullen her third foul. So both these teams going to wrestle foul trouble the rest of the way.
Something that I don't think either of us saw coming in that first half when you're talking about 8-4 and 4 free throw shot in the entire first half.
Willie buries the free throw. She now has 7 points in the game, I should say. Clay Center down 16-14. They'll have the last possession.
Tigers are Abilene, that is, 6 of 9 from the line. Tigers 3 of 4. When you need the opportunities, a game like this.
Should get them in this fourth quarter, I would imagine, anyway.
Yep.
Down to 4. To 3. Edwards out top. Dribble drive. Runner fouled on a guarded shot at the elbow, off balance. Bailed out by a reach-in by the Abilene Cowgirls, and Clara Edwards gets to the stripe.
So a chance to take, or at least get the game tied before you go to the fourth quarter, just on a little runner from the right side.
Edwards held to just 2 points tonight. There's just not been many points.
And nobody scored any points tonight, yeah.
7 each from Burton and Willie of their 16. Edwards buries the first free throw.
How many times have we shouted at the TV, make your free throws?
Gotta make it, yeah.
It's going to be really, really big tonight.
Well, layups and free throws, you take care of that business, and the rest will take care of itself normally. Second free throw to tie it is good. The sophomore buries it. She has 4.
Love the throw.
And Abilene will just let the clock wind down. We're headed to the fourth in a battle of undefeated ties. 16-16 when we come back.
The agronomy professionals at Wilbur Ellis are ready to help you clean up your fields and prepare for winter in the coming spring. Now's the time to find out what your soil needs to keep up with the nutrient needs of the next crop. Wilbur Ellis has many site-specific soil test and mapping options, as well as standard soil testing. Plus, applying fertilizer in the fall will decrease the chance of loss and congestion for next spring's crops. I'm Blaze with Wilbur Ellis. We're here to serve you in every season.
It's a new year for a new chance for new internet. Make your New Year's resolution for faster internet come true with Twin Valley Pulse Internet. From working at home, gaming, communication, and entertainment, Pulse Gig Internet is what you want. Get lightning fast, reliable internet service for only $99.95 a month. No contracts and no phone line are required. Having the fastest provider might be your ticket to the coolest kid on the block status. Call Twin Valley to find out more at 800-515-3311.
Clara Edwards and Lexi Lively with 4 points each, all in that third quarter. A big third quarter for Clay Center, down 8-4 at halftime. They have it tied now going to the final period, 16-16.
Well, it's kind of wild that the Lady Tigers scored 4 points in the first quarter, none in the second, then put 12 on the board in that third quarter, started to move with a lot more pace on the offensive end, and their defensive effort steps up a lot also. Abilene with 8 points in the second and third.
It will be Abilene, or Clay Center's basketball. Abilene on defense, still in the zone. They've been 1-3-1 a few times, primarily 2-3. A little more extended right now. Now they're back to the 2-3 again. Lob down low for Edwards. Catches in traffic. Power dribble to the middle. And Clara Edwards now with 6. Clay Center back up by 2, 18-16. Set play from the sideline out of the timeout. They lobbed over the top of the zone. Edwards, a great one-handed catch. And then just a power dribble to the paint and the bucket up off the glass.
A lot of traffic in there, too.
It was, yeah. Now a foul on the other end against Edwards. will put Hannah Willie to the free throw stripe for a 1-and-1. Both teams are in the bonus from here on out. 7:32 to go in the ball game. 2-7, no teams. Willie knocks in the first of the 1-and-1 and gets the back end. She has 8 points now to lead all scorers. Burton with 7 for Abilene. Willie with 8 now, and a free throw coming. Clara Edwards has 6. Lexi Libby with 4. Maddie Craig with 4. Both free throws are in. We're tied again at 18-18. As Addie Mullen walks it up the floor. Right and deep to Franson. Hamill trying to post it low. They get it to Craig around left. Ball batted away by Vopat and out of bounds to Clay Center. Lady Tigers will head to Fairbury. As mentioned, the basketball for Clay Center, boys and girls at Fairbury, a regular season matchup, is still on as of now. They'll reevaluate in the morning. Here's a lob in low. Edwards, great catch in traffic. Now the ball is loose, picked up by Holmes. Didn't really give Clara much room to land with the basketball, and that's kind of when she lost control of it as she tried to get it back up off the glass. Here's Burton, right wing. Puts the dribble down. Lob it in low, tipped by Mullen, picked off by Franson. Clay Center has it back, tied at 18 apiece.
5th turnover of the half for Abilene.
Franson brings it across, right and deep to Craig. Maddie to Haley. Looks left, now back right. Craig wants the 3 for the lead. It's short. Rebound, though, weak side Hamill. To Mullen. She tries the 3 ball. No. Rebound inside, tipped out of bounds off of Edwards. She and Burton battling for it, out of bounds to Abilene.
You can't believe it. You know, she had a good look.
Both. When Maddie Craig, Addie Mullen, those were both good-looking threes. Just did not go down. So Abilene back the other way, looking for a lead. Holmes out top has used her dribble up. Needs help. Still needs help. 5 count is on. Finally lobs it away to Burton. Mullen out on her. Now Burton toward the baseline. Slides in underneath the left. No. Gets her own rebound. Back up and fouled. And 2 free throws coming for Sydney Burton.
She earned every little bit of that.
Yes, she did. Clay Center really defended well. The first shot was kind of off balance, leaning. That's something she will shoot a lot of, but she went right back after the board and drew the 3rd foul now on Aaron Hamill. Burton for the lead, and Abilene has it back at 19-18. Sydney Burton now with 8 points. Everything runs through Burton and Willie. 16.7 for Burton on the year, 17.4 for Willie. Free throw here misses. Willie, though, the offensive board, now caught in the lane, kicks it outside to Burton. So Abilene gets a new possession with 6:05 to go in this contest and a 19-18 lead. Right and deep, Burton has it against Mullen. Turns the corner left, now takes it toward the paint, kicks to the corner, Lillard. Back out deep, Vopat. Trying to get a 3 off. No, Mullen bats it away. Now the ball loose on the ground. Willie and Mullen battling. Now Craig hits it and takes it away as she knocks it toward Aaron Hamill. Maddie Craig, the good defense along with Addie Mullen that time. Hamill off to Mullen. 5:35 to go. Clay Center down by 1. Here's Franson, the lob in low. Edwards in a crowd, fouled again, and headed back to the free throw strike. 6 points for Edwards, all in this second half, and 2 free throws coming here.
You really see the Lady Tigers pounding the ball down low in this 4th quarter, doing it more so than what we've seen most of the game.
Hannah Willie with her 3rd foul. That's about 3 on each team with 3 fouls each. Edwards ties it with the first charity up and in. She strokes it 74.3% from the free throw stripe. She has now 7 points to lead the Lady Tigers in scoring. And a free throw coming to reclaim the lead with 5:32 left in this game. Free throw up and free throw good. And a timeout taken by the Lady Tigers. A 1-point Clay Center lead. 5:32 remains, 4th quarter when we come back.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
20-19 ball game. The Lady Tigers have the 1-point lead back. The Tiger Band and their Daniela Thrasher rocking right now. The crowd getting into it, and this is going to go right down to the wire. Obviously, it's been that way from the start. Clay Center led 4-0 after the first 8 minutes. At halftime, they trailed 8-4. And then the third quarter, they were able to march back and tie it 16-16. And here we are, 20-19. Clay Center by 1 with 5:32 left in the game. Full court pressure, near steal by Franson and Mullen. And now Beth Holmes will have it and bring it across for Abilene. Cowgirls with possession. Clay Center with a 1-point lead. Here's Holmes right and deep. Lob across to Burton. Mullen out on her. Now the pass in the lane. Nearly taken away by Maddie Craig. Now it is taken by Craig. Saves it back in bounds. A jump ball call as Franson and Burton tied it up. Maddie Craig, though, the defense to first tip it, then take it, then save it, and it was tied up by Franson and Abilene.
Lady Tigers almost had that ball on 2 different occasions that time down low.
It will be Abilene's basketball on the baseline. 5:09 now left, fourth quarter. Clay Center leads by 1. Burton from the baseline lobs it to the paint for Hayes, and a foul called as he makes the catch in a crowd. And this is going to be Edwards and Mullen. If it's on Addie, it's going to be her 4th, and it is on the Lady Tigers senior point guard. 20-19. 5:07 left, fourth quarter. At the free throw stripe, shooting 2 is Hayes, as Abilene is in the double bonus. Misses the first, a chance still to tie it here with the second free throw. They will leave Addie Mullen in with those 4 fouls. Second free throw to tie it for Hayes is good. Her first point of the night. 5'9" freshman bearing the free throw. 20-20. Across it comes to Franson, right wing. Skip pass left for Mullen. Out deep, Craig. To the right side, Franson again. Looking in low, Edwards trying to post it. Baseline left, Mullen. Puts the dribble down out deep to Craig. Around right, Burton bumped her 4th foul. She had a hand toward the basketball, almost got the steal, but wasn't there in time and ran right into Haley Franson. That's foul number 4 on the senior star for Abilene. So Haley Franson at the line for a 1-and-1. Both teams in the double bonus after the next foul. Franson, though, the senior, buries the free throw and gives Clay Center a 1-point lead, 21-20.
And Clay Center getting to the line just as much as Abilene is, keeping this even.
Franson one more charity now for a 2-point lead. And this one's short. Rebound comes off to Hannah Willie of the Cowgirls. Burton stays in with 4 fouls. Addie Mullen stays in with 4 fouls. 4:38 still left in this game. Clay Center leads it by 1. 21-20. Lob to the paint. Tip away by Edwards. Then Franson. Right back to Clara. Up the court it comes. Here's Mullen. Crossover move right by Burton, but can't finish inside. Now the ball saved in bounds by Mullen, but it goes to Abilene. Boy, terrific move by Mullen. Just did not finish the shot. Now Burton. Hesitation move toward the paint. Guarded by Craig. It is going to roll in. Friendly touch for Burton, who now has 10 in the ball game, and Clay Center trails by 1. Mullen brings it across. Franson with it, right wing, well beyond the arc. 2-3 zone by the Cowgirls. Craig back to Franson. Skip pass to Mullen. Addie back out deep, and a 3-second violation. They say Aaron Hamill was in the lane too long. Didn't clear the lane. They weren't even looking to the paint. That's a very odd call out of nowhere, but obviously Hamill was in there too long. Abilene with the basketball, full court pressure. Anna Willie gives it to Beth Holmes, who will now bring it up herself. We're down to 3:44 left in this game, and Clay Center trails by 1. 22-21. High post, Willie. Drive, shoots, off glass, and good. Anna Willie, 11 points now. Again, 21 of the 24 points in this game from Burton and Willie, where it all runs through. 24-21, Clay Center trails by 3. In the corner it goes. Willie with the steal, but it's taken back by Maddie Craig. Now taken back by Burton. And now Abilene will have it with 3:10 left to go in this contest. Lady Tigers trailing by a triple, 24-21. Across it comes Holmes. High post Willie. And we've got a blocking foul against the Lady Tigers. 2 free throws for Hannah Willie. That's almost automatic points from the senior guard. 2 free throws for Abilene, who leads by 3. Still 3 minutes. There's a long way to go in this game, Joe.
I mean, it's unreal because you see a 3-point lead feels like a lot in a game like this, but with 3 minutes to go, I mean, it's like having an entire quarter.
First free throw from Willie. Rattles around, and falls in. She now has 12.
These are our rims. They're not supposed to be as friendly to the visitors.
I agree completely. The foul on Edwards last time was her 3rd. Now a 4-point ball game. 3 minutes left to go. Reagan Henry back on for the Lady Tigers. Willie misses on the second free throw. The rebound to Edwards. Play center down by 4. Mullen brings it across. 1-3-1, it looks like this trip by the Cowgirls. Mullen looking right toward Campbell. Now backs it out. Left it goes to Henry. Reagan looking in low. Skip pass, and it's taken away by Sydney Burton. Abilene reading that skip pass with the 1-3-1, and the weak side wing took it away. Burton up the court, 2.5 to go. Mullen out on her. Both those players, Burton and Mullen, with 4 fouls. Now Holmes has it. Backdoor look, Willie backs it out with a pass deep to Holmes. 2:22 left. Play center down by just 4. Still 2:20 left in the game. No need to foul at this time. Abilene looking like they're wanting to work some clock. Here's Burton to kick out to Willie. Edwards out on her. Now the kick out near the timeline to Holmes. Edwards guarding. Now sideline it goes to Willie. Back out deep, Holmes. Around left to Burton. Now Holmes has it. Edwards will come and will foul with 1:54 to go.
The official held his head open there for a second, so had me thinking it was a violation.
It is a foul against Edwards. It'll be her 4th. And right now, Clay Center with 4 fouls on Edwards and Mullen, 3 on Hamill and Franson. At the free throw stripe, a 2-shot foul. Both teams in that double bonus. Beth Holmes' first free throw is strong. Clay Center down by 4. 1:54 remaining. One more free throw coming. 25-21. It's been low scoring from the outset. Second free throw is good. And Holmes with her first point of the night. 1 of 4 to stride. 1:54 left. Time out on the court. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball.
Life happens fast, and the truth is there's nothing as valuable as peace of mind. I'm Jim Gearham with Midwest Regional Agency. Our goal is to protect you from the unexpected through top-quality insurance coverage that works for your needs, as well as your budget. Protect your business, home, vehicles, crops, and livestock with our variety of coverage options. We can't predict when the unexpected will happen, but we can help you prepare for when it does. Stop by and see me at Midwest Regional Agency in Clay Center.
Hi, welcome to this Subway ad for our all-new Ultimate Cheesy Garlic Bread. How would you like it?
I'll take the Ultimate Bromance.
Extra broy?
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, this ultimate spicy Italian made with ultimate cheesy garlic bread?
I know, bro.
So much melted mozzarella.
And this garlic butter spread, I can't take it, bro.
You know what this calls for.
Bro hug?
It's like we share the same brain, bro.
Bring it in.
Subway, make it what you want. Limited time only at participating restaurants.
26-21 ball game. 1:54 still remains in this contest. This story has not been told yet by any means.
So when so many more free throws are remaining to be shot, so much more great defense is waiting to be played.
With that said, each possession becomes a little bit more valuable right now for both teams. Clay Center down by 5, obviously needs points and stops. Addie Mullen out between the circles. Looks right and gets it off to Haley Franson. Now to Mullen. 1:37 left. That zone defense of Abilene really confusing Clay Center. They've tried to go in low. Now they get it around left on the wing, deep to Henry. Reagan back to Mullen. Little crossover move, kick out. Hamill's got a good look at a 3-ball, and it's strong. Weak side rebound comes off to Hayes. Good kick out and look for Hamill, but that time long on the shot. Clay Center has just struggled from beyond the arc tonight. That's been what Abilene wants to give them. 1:09 left, down by 5. Left and deep, and a foul will be called near the half-court stripe on Hamill. She does get Holmes, and we'll go back to the line. It was 1 of 4 at the strike. The Clay Center, I think, got a look they like. The kick out, and Aaron Hamill has been red hot from beyond the arc. To be honest, the Lady Tigers have been shooting it well this season. Abilene's given it to them, and they haven't been able to cash it in.
I mean, when you get those open opportunities, when you get the shots out of the offense that you want to take, you have to take that shot, because if you don't, it messes everything else up. You take the shot and you take your chances. It just doesn't always work out.
Hamill's 4th foul on that last reach-in to stop the clock. Both free throws are missed. It's still a 5-point game. A minute left in this contest. Mullen across the timeline. Right to Franson in the corner. Hamill takes the 3. Now steps toward the paint to Franson. Trying to kick it out top. Does so to Mullen. She'll dribble attack. Now stops. Backs it out with a dribble. Now kicks it right. Here's Franson to Hamill. Long 3 ball on its way. And it just rims off. And then Reagan Henry going up for the offensive board. Got a hand on it, but body bumps down below. And to the free throw stripe on the other end will go Abilene. Hannah Willie will have the chance at the stripe again. She has 12 points. 6 of those from the free throw line. And 2 coming here with 42.5 seconds left, and buries the first. 27-21. 6-point ball game.
Patience as Clay Center was throughout the game with 42 seconds to go, and you're down 6. Can't quite afford to be patient anymore.
Willie makes it a 3-possession game with that field goal, or that free throw. It's 28-21. Mullen with 39 to work, crosses the timeline. Trying to step in toward the paint. Kick to the baseline. Ball nearly taken away by Burton, out of bounds. Clay Center will have it on the baseline left. The Lady Tigers will inbound. 28-21, they trail with 32.8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Mullen to inbound it. To Clara Edwards. Skip pass, Franson. Long 3 on its way. No. Rebound inside. Hamill battles, but Burton comes up with it. And Abilene is going to come away with the win as Clay Center will reach in and Burton will get free throws. The Abilene Cowgirls came in here with the game plan to not allow anything but 3-point shots. Clay Center got a little success in the second half with Clara Edwards down inside, but that was about it in this ball game.
They tried to run that same post, that play to the post down low on the right side about 3 different times early in that third quarter, and there was great success. So it made buckets, there were free throw tries, but I mean, Abilene just did a great job with that 2-3 zone that just collapsed inside the paint.
Burton makes the first free throw, second one up, and also good. And the Cowgirls have now gone up by 9, 30-21. Mullen with 19 to work, and it's taken away by Willie. And now a foul on Mullen will put Willie to the stripe, the 5th foul on the senior for the Lady Tigers. 30-21. Lexi Libby back on for Clay Center. And a Willie to the free throw stripe. 2 more free throws coming. And misses here. That's her second miss in the game. Number 9 of 11 now in the contest.
Now it hits iron and stays out when the issue's been settled.
She misses both. 13 left. Reagan Henry across the timeline. Up the court it comes to Libby in the corner. Jaden Crimmins, 3 ball, just rimming off. The rebound to Holmes. Jeff Edwards says no foul. Abilene's going to do it here on the road against the Lady Tigers. It's a 30-21 final. Abilene over the Clay Center Lady Tigers. Stay with us. Our post-game coverage will continue in just a moment.
Clay County Medical Center offers an evening and weekend walk-in clinic for your health care needs. Their walk-in clinic is open Monday through Friday from 5 to 7, Saturdays and Sundays 8 to noon, and holidays also 8 to noon. No appointment is necessary, just walk in. From colds to minor injuries that can't wait until the next day, they treat it all. Avoid an expensive emergency room visit. Go to the walk-in clinic at Clay County Medical Center. Please enter at the emergency room entrance.
Truck drivers are the lifeblood of America. From bringing the crops from the field to the market, to groceries and raw materials, you can see semi-trucks moving America one load at a time. TSI Kansas is your local trucking company that's doing their part to keep America moving forward. If you're a driver looking for great pay and benefits, then you need to call 785-632-5183.
Central Valley Ag is constantly growing to meet member needs. Process Manager James Krackemeyer sees it in the feed mill.
When I started at the co-op, we had 2 mills in our system. Today, we've merged with other companies, so there's a lot of locations.
Mill Manager Ryan Lundeen says there's one focus, meeting the needs and demands of the co-op's farmer owners.
We're in the customer service industry, so seeing our customers happy is the ultimate goal.
Find all the products, services, and locations on the Central Valley Ag website, cvacoop.com. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
The Citizens National Bank is ready to provide you with a great borrowing experience, whether you're buying, building, or refinancing a home. We offer first-time home buyer, FHA, VA, and conventional home loans with competitive interest rates on a national level and flexible term options to fit your financial situation. With little money down, we can assist you with getting into your dream house. The Citizens National Bank, mortgage loans with the personal attention you deserve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back once again, we bring you to the Tigers Den. Clay Center with the loss here, 30-29. They're 21 in this girls matchup, 2 undefeated teams. It was a great defense. I mean, you want to talk about putting defense on display. Both these teams brought it tonight. Clay Center just couldn't hit the outside shot. Abilene was able to get the lead and knock down free throws.
Well, and everything you see on the stat page backs up what you saw on the floor. Abilene went to the line 27 times tonight. Most of that, of course, down the end, down the stretch when the Lady Tigers were forced to foul. But you saw Abilene able to create a little bit more off of dribble penetration, a little bit more drive to the basket. Clay Center being very, very patient outside, willing to trust their three-point shooters. But 1 of 9 behind the arc in the first half, or in the second half, that is. And in the first half, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, nothing for 11 from behind the arc in that first half. So even if 1 or 2 of those shots goes down in the first half, when the issue isn't as urgent, it just changes everything down the stretch, and you've got a different outcome. It like Coach Frank Martin always used to say, it looks so much better when the shots go down for you.
Well, and it's twofold. You score points, that's the obvious part of it, but it also makes Abilene change their defense.
Yes.
And it takes them out of what they were able to sit back in tonight. And gives the Cowgirls credit. They handled Clay Center's pressure pretty darn well. Didn't score a lot, but they kept themselves around, and then their defense and Clay Center's inability to knock down the outside perimeter shot, really the difference in the ball game. It was 14 points from Hannah Willie leading the way for the Cowgirls. She hit 9 of those from the free throw stripe. Sydney Burton had 12 points in the game. She would hit 6 of those from the stripes. 2 points from Jade Mopat, 1 free throw for Beth Holmes. The Lady Tigers led by Clara Edwards with 8, 4 each for Lexi Libby and Maddie Craig. Aaron Hamill had 2, 1 free throw for Haley Franston. Abilene improves to 8-0 on the season. The Lady Tigers now 7-1 on the year. This is our post game being brought to you by Midwest Products, and we'll get set to head to the boys matchup here in just a moment. We'll have our post game sponsor on the way in just a bit, but good ball game, good defensive battle. Unfortunately, the Lady Tigers unable to knock it down deep, and Abilene takes advantage. It's a 30-21 win for the Cowgirls over the Lady Tigers. Again, our post game being brought to you by Midwest Products.
Midwest Products is a leading provider of ready-mix concrete for commercial and residential projects. They can pour foundations for basements along with walls, driveways, steps, sidewalks, and patios. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, and Washington, their local teams are prepared to serve every aspect of your project. They're proven experts who always deliver quality results. Customer service is and always will be the top priority. For your next concrete project, call Midwest Products at 800-371-2252.
You're listening to Clay Center Tiger Basketball on KCLY. Tiger Basketball is brought to you in part by Agmark, Citizen National Bank of Clay Center, Greenleaf, Concordia, and Belleville. Central Valley Ag, Hometown Lumber and Hardware of Marysville, Subway of Clay Center, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Justin Tadman Agent, Clay County Medical Center, United Bank and Trust, and Wilbur Ellis.